We live in a rapidly expanding environment, not just in information, but in scale. We see outcomes early, we see explanations early, and we see how big things are before we've even taken a single step. And none of that's bad, it's just formative. But when scale arrives without context, it gets complicated. Our sense of wonder doesn't disappear, it just doesn't get much time anymore. It's like stage magic. Knowing the trick doesn't make it false, but it does remove the suspense where all the enjoyment lived. And sure, you're not fooled anymore, but you're also not surprised. I think the same thing shows up when we start to imagine our lives. More and more, we don't allow curiosity to walk us towards experience. We preview it instead. Before taking a single step, we figure out how hard the road is, how long it takes, how many people will fail, and what success probably won't look like. So our ambition comes to us as exposure rather than discovery. Instead of intrigue pulling us forward, we get clarity, which kind of just ends up weighing us down. A lot of people quit before they start, not out of laziness, but because the path feels finished before it's even been lived. And some pursuits only work when you don't see the entire road ahead. It's a bit like driving at night. You don't need to see the entire trip to drive. You just need headlights and enough light to see the next stretch of road. But imagine how complicated it could be to try to drive while looking at a satellite view. Every mile, every turn, every possible delay, and everybody else who's further down the road than you are. Movement stops feeling natural, not because the road got harder, but because you're carrying more information than you actually need to move. A lot of goals aren't really meant to be final destinations. They're meant to be more like headlights. They give you just enough clarity to begin, but not enough certainty to decide the entire trip in advance. Because movement doesn't just get you closer, it changes what you're moving toward. Your plans will evolve, and then your goals will reshape themselves, and people often end up somewhere very different from the place that they thought they were headed to, and often in ways that end up feeling better than if they were to have achieved their original goal. Lately, we demand certainty before movement, and certainty is expensive, not because knowledge is wrong, but because too much resolution, too early, collapses possibility. I think that's what people are pointing towards when they comment about how the world feels a little less magical. Not that the mystery is gone, but that the future just feels narrower. It's more defined, more measured, and less open than it actually needs to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting that we should allow ourselves to be fooled, or reject explanation, or pretend that we don't know the things that we know. It just means we're relearning how to live in an ever-expanding environment. One where seeing everything early changes how we move through it. And some forms of wonder don't survive exposure. They survive patience. And some paths don't reveal their meaning at the end. They reveal it by being walked.